Hi there, and welcome to your full body stretch class. We'll get started in a child's pose, so whenever you are ready, just meet me on the floor. You can bring your knees together, toes together behind you, and just slowly start to rock your hands all the way forward. Think about leading with your chest. Head comes down to the floor, hips press down towards your heels, and just reach your arms out long. Really lengthening through the spine with the side body. Take a few breaths here. We're going to stay low in the child's pose. Just start to walk your hands over to one side of your body. If you're over to the left, your right hand is going to stack on top of your right. If you walked it over towards the right side, the left hand will be on top of your right. Again, still pressing your hips down towards your heels. Use a good opening through the side of your body. Slowly walk your hands all the way to the opposite side. Switch out your hands and just repeat it. All right, take yourself all the way back through center. One more final reach in your child's pose. So again, hips press down, fingertips reach forward. And then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, you're gonna slowly roll on up, making your way to all fours. From there, it's a couple cat-cows. So inhale, arch your spine, look up. And exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin to your chest. And again, inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Couple more just like that. Inhale up. Exhale, round. Really just waking up through the spine by stretching your core. On this next one, come to a neutral spine. Inhale, right arm reaches up to the sky. And just hold here, stretching through the shoulder. And as you exhale, you're going to thread your arm all the way through. Think about dropping your shoulder down towards the floor. Rest your head. And then go ahead and reach your left arm long and forward. Just hold here for a couple breaths. Let me feel good on the spine. Release the shoulder. Alright, slowly press it right back up to tabletop. We'll repeat that on the other side. So inhale, left arm reaches up towards the sky. You're holding nice and strong, so really reach long. As you exhale, go ahead, thread it all the way through, dropping your shoulder down to the floor, resting your head, and reaching your arm up forward. All right, go ahead and press it right back up to the tabletop. From here, hands walk out forward. You're going to keep your hips lifted. Just lower your chest and forehead towards the floor. Coming into your puppy pose. Again, just breathe it out. Throughout class today, wherever you feel extra tension in these poses, is exactly where you need to send all your energy and breath right to. Those are the tightest parts of you that need to be stretched out. So just focus on that. A little tension is okay. Definitely don't ever try to push anything to the point of pain or discomfort. All right, go ahead, bring your hands together. Then start to bend your elbows. Hands are going to come behind your head towards your neck. A little deeper work through the triceps, the sides and backs of your arms. And again, just breathe it out here. If this is too much, you can always lower your hands back down. Just keep them in that prayer position. And if that's still too much, just stay right in your puppy pose. Wherever you are, go ahead and release back to your puppy pose. And slowly roll on up, making your way back to your tabletop. From here, curl your toes under. You're going to squeeze, start to lift your knees off, and then hips press back into a downward dog. Alright, let's just walk it out on the spot here, bending and extending one leg at a time, really pressing your heel towards the floor. Maybe you add some movement through the hips, through the shoulders, through the neck. This is your stretch, so do whatever you need today, whatever feels best for your body in this moment. Alright, press both heels to the floor, legs are straight. Couple breaths here in stillness. Alright, go ahead and flow all the way to your plank. And then step your right foot forward. From there, drop to your right knee, uncurl your toes. And start to shift your hips down and forward, stretching out your thighs, your hips, and your low lunge. And start to shift your hips back, flex your right foot, straighten the leg. Make sure your hips are square, so think about pressing your left hip slightly forward as you draw the right hip back. Now come all the way back to that low lunge. Bring your hands on the inside of your right foot. Heel toe your foot out slightly wider than your shoulder, coming into your lizard's pose. So you're gonna think about pressing your hips forward. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can lower down to both of your elbows, or just stay right here. Wherever you are is exactly where you need to be in this moment today. Go ahead, slowly start to bend your left heel to your seat. Right arm's gonna reach all the way up, circle back. Maybe just reach for your foot today. If you are able to grab it, go ahead and do so. Pulling your heel in tight to your seat. So think about pressing those hips down. Slowly release the foot, circle your arm down and forward. From here, hands down, curl your left toes under, squeeze, lift your knee up, and then step your right foot back. We'll do that again on the other side. So left foot's gonna step all the way through, drop to your right knee, uncurl your toes. You're in that low lunge position, so just press your hips forward. Same exact stretch, just to the other side. Right, begin to walk your hands back, extend your legs straight, flex through your foot, and drop your chest slightly forward. Remember, stay within that alignment. So left hip presses slightly back, right hip rotates slightly forward. Alright, begin to walk your hands all the way back, coming into that low lunge one more time. Now bring the left hand on the inside of your foot, heel toe your foot out slightly, coming into that lizard's pose. So remember, maybe you stay right here today. If you do need to take it a little bit deeper, lower down gently to your forearms. Alright, go ahead, bend your right heel to your seat. Left arm's gonna circle all the way back. Remember, you're either reaching or grabbing a hold of your foot, stretching out deeper into the top of your right thigh. So just pull your heel close, or if you can't grab it, just squeeze it in as tight as you can. Slowly release the foot, left arm circles down and back. Come to the floor, curl your right toes under, squeeze, lift your knee up. Then you're gonna step your left foot back to that plank position, lift your hips one more time, back to your down dog. From here, slowly walk your feet all the way forward towards your hands. Take as many steps as you need. Bring the feet about hip width apart. And just come into a forward fold. So hamstrings are being stretched out here. Relax through the head, neck, and shoulders. Just let your head hang heavy. You can even hook onto opposite elbows here. Really just relaxing, decompressing your spine. Maybe outer rock side to side. Only if it feels good. If not, just stay still. Alright, go ahead, take your hands back to the carpet or floor. And now from here, you're gonna stay in this forward fold to start to heel toe your feet out nice and wide. Be slightly wider in the shoulders, toes stay forward. Just coming into a wide leg forward fold. Hands come behind your back, clasp your fingertips, extend your arms straight, and just let gravity do the work here. Let them start to fall forward towards the floor. Stretching your shoulders, stretching your chest. Carefully release your hands back to the floor. You're gonna press up slightly, think about lifting up halfway. Walk over towards your right foot, keep your left arm down, and then reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Think about twisting through your belly button, so hips stay square, really opening up the shoulder. Maybe look up, or just keep looking down. Alright, slowly come back through center, walk your hands all the way over to your left foot. Right arm stays down this time, left arm reaches up again, twist through your midsection. Big reach, option to look up also. Only if it feels right for you. Slowly bring the hands back down and come right back through center. And then you're going to turn your toes out slightly. Bend through your knees. Start to lift your chest up. Take your hands through the tops of your thighs. I'll turn so you can see me a little bit better. Stay low here. Think about pressing your knees slightly apart. And then drop your right shoulder down, twisting looking over your left. Let's take it to the other side. Drop your left shoulder as you twist, look over your right. Maybe press your knees a little bit further apart. Alright, go ahead, come upright. You're just gonna stand up for a second, release your inner thighs. Pivot your toes so that they are pointing more forward. Alright, deep bend into your right leg. Come down to the floor. Go ahead, flex your left toes up to the ceiling. Alright, we're gonna stay low. Just walk your hands to the other side, so towards your left foot. Flatten your left foot. Flex your right foot up to the ceiling. Really try to keep your left heel onto the floor. So if you need to work up a little bit higher, maybe even lift your hips up slightly, that's okay. Alright, from here, just carefully take a seat on to your butt, and then legs come out wide. You can keep your toes pointed or flexed, whatever feels better for you. I like to keep mine flexed, but you can also point through the toes. Alright, big reach up here. Send both arms up to the sky. Maybe look up. Then you're gonna reach your right arm down towards your right foot. Left arm reaches up by your ear. So keep your shoulders nice and square. Your chest stays open. Then lengthening the side of your left body. Alright, slightly lift up, pivot over towards your leg, and then take that forward fold. So maybe you reach both hands down. Maybe just keep them by your shin. We'll do that all again on the other side. So slowly, carefully roll right back up. Sitting up tall, arms reach up. And then left arm reaches down, right arm takes that side body stretch. So big reach. We'll slowly start to turn and rotate over your left leg, coming down a little bit closer. And again, all the way back up to seated. Another reach up. This time, slowly start to bring your hands to the floor. You're gonna walk forward, leading with your chest. Think about releasing your hips and inner thighs here. All right, go ahead and flex your feet if your toes were pointing. You wanna make sure your toes and knees stay pointing up to the ceiling here, so don't let them start to rotate forward. Really press them back and open. When you're ready, roll all the way up, walk your hands back in, and then close your legs. You're gonna bend and plant your right leg over your left. And then if this is enough for you, you can stay right here. Think about twisting all the way over to the right side. Either hug your right knee or hook your elbow to the outside. If you need to take it a little bit deeper, your bottom leg can actually bend in. Just make sure both of your sit bones are on the floor if this is what you're taking. Think about lengthening through the spine, so reaching through the top of your head. Nice long spine here. All right, come right back to center. We'll do the other side. So straighten out your legs. Left leg bends and plants over the right. This is totally fine. If this is where you're at today, you're stretching the outside of your glute muscle. If you need that deeper stretch, go ahead, bend your bottom leg here. And again, you're either hugging your top knee or bringing your elbow to the outside as you take a twist through the spine. All right, come right back to center, uncross your legs. Soles of your feet come together, knees stay open wide. Just sit up nice and tall for a second, maybe flutter the knees. All right, inhale, arms reach up. As you exhale, just hinge forward again, coming over your legs, hooking onto your feet. Maybe pressing your knees down towards the floor for that deeper stretch. Slowly roll on up, bring your feet to a crossed position in front of you. And hands come right behind your shoulders, palms are forward, or palms are down, fingertips are forward. You're just gonna press into your hands, start to lift your hips up. Carefully lower your hips back to the floor, sit up tall, and then just switch your feet out. So whatever foot was in front is now behind. And whatever foot was behind is now in front. We're gonna do that again. So hands come back behind you. Start to press into the palms, lift your hips up. And slowly lower your hips back down to the floor. All right, just come forward onto your hands and knees. You're gonna bring your knees out nice and wide here. And then for your alignment purposes, just make sure your ankle is in line with your knee. All right, from here, maybe this is good enough for you today. You stay right here. If you do want to take it a little bit deeper, maybe you drop down to your forearms, coming into your frog stretch. You can either even lower down all the way, rest your head. This is very intense. So maybe you can only stay here for a couple breaths. That's okay. Maybe you can't even get here. That's also okay. You should feel this in the inner thigh, in your groin muscle, in those hips. Big hip opener here. Remember, just breathe it out. Even in these intense postures, your breath can actually help signal to your body to relax. So really send your energy right there. Focus on your breath. Keep it nice and slow. Deep, long breaths in and out. Tell your body that it is safe and it is okay to let go. Wherever you are in this frog pose, go ahead and make your way back up to your hands. Bring your knees nice and back in together. And then we're coming into a Sphinx pose. So whatever you gotta do to get there, just lower all the way down to the front side of your body. Lift your chest up. Think about bringing your forearms to the floor. Shoulders and elbows are in line. And you're just gonna start to press your chest forward. Think about lifting and opening through the heart. Shoulders stay down and away from your ears. Spine is long, neck is long. Slowly lower yourself all the way down. Reach your left arm out to a T. You're just gonna start to rotate over. Send the right leg behind your left toe to the floor. Really getting into your left shoulder here. Slowly return all the way back through center. We'll take that on the other side. So right arm reaches out. You're gonna rotate over, left leg comes in, plants behind your right leg. Just breathe. Slowly come right back to the front side of your body. Hands underneath your shoulders. Slowly start to press up, coming into a cobra. You can even press into the tops of your feet all the way to your up dog. So lift your knees and thighs off the floor. Curl your toes under. You're going to start to shift the hips back to that down dog. And now bring your right knee all the way forward towards your right wrist. Coming into your pigeon pose. So start to walk your left leg back, release it down to the floor. Maybe this is enough for you today. If you want to take it a little step further, you can drop down to your forearms, or even come into your full pigeon pose, folding your hands to the floor, resting to the back of your head, hands back to your hands. And even here, think about squaring your hips. So just like you did in that runner's lunge, you're going to pull your left hip slightly forward, press your right hip slightly back, and just breathe here. If you were in that full pigeon, just go ahead and start to press all the way up, coming back to your palms And now you're just gonna carefully shift over so you're sitting on your right hip. And then rotate so you can see me. Keep your right knee bent in, left leg comes out in line with your hip. Again, reach your left arm down, right arm reaches up and over. And we're gonna go ahead and rotate. So rotate your upper body, square your chest over your leg before getting a little bit deeper into this bent forward stretch. All right, come all the way back up. Hands come up to the floor over your right knee. You're just gonna pivot back, knee in your down dog. All right, let's take that pigeon to the left side. So draw your left knee all the way forward towards your left wrist. Bring your right knee to the floor, walk your leg back slightly. Go ahead, drop into your pigeon pose. So maybe here is just what you need on this side. Maybe you gotta come down to your forearms to feel a deeper stretch, or even all the way down to your palms. Slowly press your way back to your palms if you were in the forearms, or all the way in your pigeon pose. And then we'll come shift over slightly onto your left seat. Bring your left leg in, right leg in line with your hip. Left arm reaches up and over as you send the right arm long. Really opening and lengthening through the side of your left side, through the back, through the ribs. And then rotate over your right leg, fold it down, fold it forward. Slowly roll on up. Hands come over your left knee. You're just gonna pivot back to your down dog. All right, carefully shift your way back to your plank. Drop onto your knees, and then press it back to your child's pose. Slowly roll all the way up, and then we're gonna drop to our back. So just come out from your heels, lower all the way down to your back. All right, from here, send both legs all the way up to the ceiling. Legs are nice and straight. Keep them hip width flexed through the feet. Maybe grab onto your thighs, onto your calves or ankles. Pull your legs close in for a hamstring stretch, but make sure your low back stays nice and flat to the floor. Bend your knees, reach for the outsides of your feet, coming into your happy baby. So pull your knees in towards your shoulders. Again, your back should be nice and flat on the floor. Maybe you stay still, maybe you add a gentle sway side to side, whatever feels good. You can also extend and bend to one leg at a time, getting a little bit deeper through the backs of the legs. Careful, send the legs nice and straight back up to your hamstring stretch, so up to the ceiling. Keep your left leg, right leg up to the sky. Left leg goes long on the floor. Be pulling a little bit closer. And then bend your knee in. Give yourself a little hug. And open your knee slightly towards your right shoulder. All right, bring your right knee all the way over to the left. Arms reach out to your T. Really fighting to keep your right shoulder on the floor here, rather than taking your knee all the way to the floor. Maybe look over your right shoulder. And then slowly bring it right back through center. Send the right leg long, the left leg goes straight to the ceiling. Grab your calf or thigh. Maybe flex your foot. Just pull in for that quick little hamstring stretch on the left. Carefully bring your knee in towards your chest. Hug it. Just pull it in tight. Open it towards your left shoulder. Just an inch or so, not too much. And then let it come all the way over towards the right side. Arms reach out to your T. Remember, left shoulder presses down towards the floor. Go ahead and rotate over if it feels good for your neck. Look at over your left shoulder. Slowly come right back through center. Send both legs long. Reach your arms up overhead. Let it feel like a nice full body stretch. Point through your toes. Reach through your fingertips. Small arch in your lower back. And then release. Bend your knees in towards your chest. Coming into a tight little ball. So give your knees a hug. Lift your forehead towards your knees. Just be nice and small here. Maybe add that rock back in side to side. Take a light grip on your thighs and just roll yourself on up to a seated position. Crossing your ankles, sit up nice and tall. Big inhale through both arms. As you exhale, twist over towards the left. Right hand to your left knee. Left hand behind you, nice and close again, sitting up tall through your spine. All the way back through center, reach up. Then gentle twist over to the right side. All right, come right back through center, big reach up. Now this time, right hand's gonna come by your side. Left arm reaches up and over. One more side bend. Make sure both of your sit bones are still pressing down to the floor. So avoid lifting up through your left hip for that reach. Come up, both arms up. Left arm down, right arm up and over, side bend. Lift up one up or up one more time. Arms are straight. Lower them down by your sides. We'll end here with a couple breaths. So sitting up nice and tall. Maybe close your eyes. Big reach up as you inhale. Send the fingertips up towards the sky. Feel that lengthening happen through the entire spine. And as you exhale, flip your palms away from you. Press your hands back down to the floor. And another one, big inhale, big circle up, growing just a little bit taller. And exhale, let it go. And one more time through, big inhale up. Lower lower your hands down towards your chest and just give yourself a moment of gratitude. Thank yourself for showing up today for some recovery work. You've stretched out all your muscles. I hope your joints, ligaments, and whole body feels a lot better. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of your night whenever you do this video, and I hope to see you next time.